Education is the bedrock on which the socio-economic development of a nation lies. Ogun State has one of the highest number of educated indigenes in Nigeria. Our indigenes code manifests in key areas of human endeavors. Some of the records set are yet to be surpassed by any state in Nigeria. Apart from the state government's efforts at solidifying the standard of education in the state, well-meaning indigenes of the state, corporate bodies, and NGOs are not left out. S.G. Holdings Foundation is a non-governmental organization that engages in series of life-changing projects as their corporate social responsibility. Improvement of educational standard in the state is one of the cardinal objectives of the foundation. This informed the sponsorship of a science quiz competition among all secondary schools in the state.
Our mandate is to execute corporate social responsibilities, to add values to the lives of the downtrodden, and to uplift the poor people of the society.
Discovering talented students and contributing to their educational development with a view to producing future great scientists, contributing a significant quota to the educational development of Ogun State and Nigeria as a whole were the core objectives of the quiz competition. Preparation for the maiden edition of the quiz competition commenced in January 2020. Having fulfilled and satisfied the required standards and conditions, the foundation got the nod of the state's Ministry of Education, Science and Technology to commence the project.
In actual fact, we did not encounter any major setback from the ministry because the program itself was well packaged and it was a welcome idea. The quiz competition was the first of its kind in the state. Of course, it was a competition that moved the whole state. The intention was to identify very brilliant students in our secondary schools and contribute to their educational pursuit.
The Stage 1, which is the qualifying examination stage, took place on Saturday, 7th March 2020 at 4 category, that is, the junior and senior categories, to proceed to the quarter-final stage. An independent assessor, a secondary school principal, vetted the scripts of all the 42 students from each category. This was to have a second opinion and consolidate fairness. The Stage 1 of the quiz competition witnessed an impressive turnout. 421 students registered for the competition in the junior category. 37 were absent, while 384 of them sat for the examination. The results of 370 students were released, while 14 students had their results cancelled. 70% was the cutoff mark to pick the 42 students that moved up to the quarter-final stage as provided in the guidelines for the competition. In the senior category, 373 students registered for the competition. 325 sat for the examination, while 48 were absent. After the marking process, 315 results were released, while 10 students had their results cancelled, owing to some irregularities. The cutoff mark was set at 67% to have a clear passage for 42 students that proceeded to the quarter-final stage. The quarter-final, semi-final, and final stages were computer-based tests. The venue was the studio of the OGTV Old Complex building. The 7 sessions of the quarterfinals for the junior category, held between 22nd and 23rd February 2021, produced 18 winners for the semi-final stage.
Pleasure to welcome you to the semi-finals of the annual quiz competition for students of secondary schools in Ogun State. This is the junior category. I'd like to introduce to you now Glory, Daniel, Victor, Samuel, Priscilla, Ire Oluwa, Omotolani, Enoch, Aziza, Oluwafemi, Ore Oluwa, Oluwa Shemilore, Oluwatosin, Ogoluwa, Precious, Gideon, Imisti Oluwa, and Stephen.
The quarter-final stage produced 18 semi-finalists for the senior category. This was also held between 24th and 25th February 2021.
Welcome to the semi-finals of the annual quiz competition for students of secondary schools in Ogun State. Thank you very much. We have Joe, Rosemary, Treasure, Sam, Favor, Lula, Ezekiel, Mayowa, Afsat, Precious, Akan, Sylvia, Henry, Ope, David, Yanu, Odiva, Amon, and Wisdom.
After a keen contest of the semi-final of the junior category, Adekoya Daniel of Tai Sholari College of Education Secondary School, Ijebu-Ode, Madumere Victor Chinedu of Apt Scholars Universal College, Ota, Afenisume Enoch of Great Grace Science Secondary School, Owode Yewa, Oshitade Oluwafemi of the Ambassadors College, Ota, Adu Oluwatosin of the Advanced Breed Comprehensive College, Shagamu, and Oyibo Precious of Nawarudin Grammar School, Obantoko, Abeokuta, proceeded to the finals of the junior category. In similar vein, the semi-finals for the senior category were held on 3rd March 2021 in 3 sessions. 6 contestants from the semi-finals emerged and proceeded to the final stage. Ojo Samuel Oluwatobi of Apt Scholars Universal College, Ota, Adeyemo John Olusegun of Ideal College, Abeokuta, Oludimu Precious Erimipo from Excellent Achievers College, Ijebu-Ode, Egbuna Sylvia Oluchukwu of Sacred Heart Catholic College, Abeokuta, Fowobaje Henry Ayomide from Ambassador School, Ota, and Ugota Wisdom of Igomode High School, Ota, emerged as finalists. The venue of the grand finale of the quiz competition that held on 5th of March 2021 was packed full. In attendance to cheer the contestants to victory were fellow students, teachers, and parents. Also present was the Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, SG Holdings Limited, Mr. Deji Shomoye, and Mrs. Judith Ogbara, Managing Director, Stallion Air, Nigeria. Also in attendance were top government functionaries, among whom were the Honorable Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Professor Abayomi Arigbabu, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Mrs. Abosede Ogunleye, alongside directors from the Ministry. Also present were Ogun State ANCAP's President, Dr. Mrs. A.O. Womiloju, Bashorun Festus Kehinde, the General Manager of OGTV, clergymen, community leaders, top politicians, journalists, and many other distinguished guests. The Honorable Commissioner for Education in his address lauded the management of SG Holdings Foundation for the quiz competition. Mr. Deji Shomoye, the Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of SG Holdings, in his remarks, pointed out that the sole aim of the quiz competition was to improve the teaching of science and technology in secondary schools in the state.
As part of our corporate social responsibility, in coming up with this program, we set out 2 cardinal objectives. 1. To support the government's efforts in improving the standards of education in Ogun State through promotion of excellence in science and technology. Secondly, to foster healthy competition among our youngsters by inculcating in their minds at this stage spirit of scientific inquiry, analytical thinking, and the awareness in the field of science and technology. At SG Holdings, we have a strong belief that sustenance of our business is linked to the well-being of our immediate environment. Hence our decision to constantly invest in health, education, amongst others. Our goal is to leave long-lasting positive impacts, the environment, the business, and the people we relate with.
This is the junior category, and it is the 2020-2021 edition of the competition.
Question 1. Solve the equation 5 into minus 7x plus 3 bracket is equal to x minus 21. A. X is equal to minus 2. B. X is equal to 1. C. X is equal to minus 1. And D. X is equal to 2. Question 2. What is the value of 1 over 2 of 3 over 4 divided by 2 over 3? A. 2 1/4. B. 9 over 16. C. 3 over 16. D. 1 over 2. Question 3. 4. 5. When the going is tough, the tough gets going. This is the senior category, and the tough one, 6 of them, are here to slug it out again at the finals. If 3/5 of a number is 4, more than half of the number, find the number. A. 50, B. 30, C. 20, and D. 40. Question 2. What is the sum of the interior angles of a decagon? A. 720 degrees, B. 1440 degrees, C. 1080 degrees, and D. 1800 degrees. Question 3. 4. At the end of the first 5 questions, Henry scored 50, Samuel 50, Precious scored 30, Wisdom scored 30, Sylvia scored 20, John 10. Question 6. 7. End of the first round, Henry scored 8. Samuel, you scored 8. Precious, 50. John, 50. And Wisdom, you scored 50. Sylvia, you scored 30.
At the end of the competition, Oshitade Oluwafemi of the Ambassadors College Ota won the star prize of 750,000 naira. Madumere Victor of Apt Scholars Universal College Ota got 500,000 naira for coming second, while Afine Sume Enoch of Great Grace Science Secondary School Owode Yewa, who came third, was rewarded with a gift of 300,000 naira, all in the junior category. For the senior category, the star prize of 1 million naira went to Ugota Wisdom of Igomode Grammar School, Ota. Ojo Samuel of Apt Scholars Universal College, Ota, came second and got a cash gift of 750,000 naira. And the third prize of 500,000 naira went to Fowobaje Henry of the Ambassadors College, Ota. The Ambassadors College, Ota, and Igomode Grammar School, Ota, whose students came first were also rewarded and presented with science laboratory equipment worth millions of naira. The quiz competition is no doubt a reference point, and the organizers were indeed elated to have achieved this. This gesture was solely to give back to the society that produced them, and they're not resting on their oars as they pledge to always be responsive to the needs of the society.